was India ever ready for indigenization and in avionics at that point?
The idea was that let's try something that's tough.
The rising power of the graph of Bharat today. Technology, business acumen, marketing, I think a wonderful combination. I think really welcome. I think we in Bharat should be really happy for people like you, with people like you. Coming on the technical issues, tell me, we are talking of drone, communication systems. Now, are dealing with a single drone at one time, or can you deal with a swarm of drones?
So if you look at it, the communication system that we have developed, it's called the Zupa Edge RF radio frequency. Zupa Edge is a platform that we made primarily for communication multi-point, point-to-point as well as multi-point communication. So the communication system that we offer, you can connect theoretically up to 255 nodes to it, different points, practically about 20 or so. So we do offer a swarm solution for our series of drones where up to 20 drones can be operated from a single ground control station. And this is more and more becoming relevant in the warfare situation for, like used to have carpet bombing being done by airplanes before, now it's being done by drones. So it's changing in this way. Again, coming in the communication part of it, see, today all of us have the computing aspect of the communication, but even a company like us, being very frank, are importing the radio frequency chipset. The RF chipset that we use either is from Canada or is from Taiwan, based on the pricing. So those are again aspects that need to be looked at further in terms of development, because communication is a very important aspect of warfare. When we talk about anything, whether it is communicating over voice or relaying a position or directing a radio guided missile, a communication chipset is something that we should have developed by now. It's not come to this thing. I think those are areas that have to be focused on.
That falls under the semiconductor PLI and all of that the government. So are there companies coming up in this area?
See, actually, you'll be surprised to know that in Bangalore, there are quite a few companies who have been designing semiconductor chipsets for some time now. They have been designing for larger companies. Yeah. So we have the ability to design. Today, a number of the semiconductor like Tata Semi and others who have set up is for something called packaging. That means the silicon, basically the wafer comes from outside. Wafer is the actual, this thing. And then the connectors and box, basically casing and all that is put here. It's a first step, but ultimately, see, we have one end of the core which is design. Now the question is, how do we prioritize saying, yes, these things, these 5, 6, 7 items have to be made for sure, at least designed in India, and then get it produced in some way. I think the prioritization is required,
sounds like an IDEX grants. If they just do this, that start designing so that the whole industry ecosystems comes up, it probably would happen.